Keep your eyes closed. As you sit down, keeping your eyes closed, you can see for yourself whether it is effortless to be who you are, or you need a thought, an idea to remind you of yourself. Are you effortlessly with yourself? Or do you need a reminder? If it is effortless to be yourself, the test of it is you are as comfortable in the absence of a thought, you are that comfortable in the presence of any thought. Because who you are is not dependent on any thought or any idea. But in case, just see for yourself. In case you are struggling within, instead of being yourself, you are unconsciously losing yourself in a thought. You need a reminder. Ask yourself, is it effortless to be who you are? Or you need a reminder? To be effortless means you are as comfortable in the presence of a thought, not much at home in the absence of a thought, as comfortable in the presence of a perception, not comfortable in the absence of it. Because who you are is independent of every thought, perception, memories or roles of all kinds. Just see that, please. No need to change anything. Creation as it is, your body as it is, your thoughts as they are, and yourself, the awareness as it is. That's something. Is same here, there, everywhere. Samam pasyannihi sarvatra samavasthita ishwaram nahinasti atmanatmanam tato yati param gatim. Samam pasyannihi sarvatra. Sarvatra, at all places. Pasyan, seeing. Samam pasyan, sameness. Truth here, there, everywhere. Like the self, the I in you, in childhood, youth, old age. Here, there, everywhere. Samam. Samavasthita Ishwaram. And that self, the I. Call it Kshetrajna, in whose presence you are aware of the whole field. Call it Ishvara if you like. When you see that, Atmanam na hinasti, never ever the person looks down upon himself. Divinity everywhere. Sarvam Shivamayam. There where you are seeing the dust, you see the universe. In a drop, you see the ocean. In a moment, you see the eternity. In yourself, all pervasiveness. Call it Atma, Brahma, Paramatma. Bharta, Bhokta, Maheshwara. Your acceptance is complete. You never look down upon yourself, or anything else for that matter. Everything divine, inseparable part of an infinite existence. The oneness you cannot escape. See that for yourself. Tato yati param gatim. When you see this, you cannot escape being part of the infinity. You are all that you want to be. Free, immortal, all-pervasive, ever-existing. Ajo nitya sasvatayam purana. Unborn, eternal, ever fresh. hanyate hanyamane sarire. Even when the body disintegrates, or the imperishable reality, awareness that you are. Just be that. No words needed, no thoughts required, no ideas, no description. Just be that silence, awareness, at all times, all places. Nandini Vaistave Vedeshangapadakramopanishade Gayanti Yamsamaga Dhyana Tadgyatena Manasa Shantiyam Yoginaha Yashyantam Navidasura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namah. Verse number 29 onwards, please. Prakrutya cha karmani kriyamanani sarvasah yapasyati tathatmanam akartaram sapashyati yada bhuta pruthak bhavam ekastham manupashyati tata eva cha vistaram brahma sampadhyate tada anaditvat nirgunatvat paramatmayam abhyayah Sarirastopi kaunteya nakaroti na lipyate anaditvat nirgunatvat paramatmayam abhyayam sarirasthopi kaunteya nakaroti na lipyate. These beautiful verses. I hope you have been seeing these things even when you are sit down in your room, you are at your place. Just pick up the Gita book. Go on reading by yourself, and as you read, try to see the meaning of it. Once you are comfortable with the meaning yourself, you can close down the book. It can be one idea. Please understand. Being familiar with yourself more and more is absolutely essential than being familiar with the words of all kinds. If you are familiar with all the words, verses, books, you shall be definitely a scholar carrying the load of thoughts, but never enjoying the fragrance of the wisdom. Being yourself is so important. Then everything automatically is manifest in your life. That is amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam, all that you saw in the beginning of the 13th chapter. A disposition where all the noble qualities naturally come to manifestation. There is no sense of arrogance, superiority, but a sense of oneness at all times, all places, all conditions. To consider yourself superior is as stupid as even to consider yourself inferior. Both are complexes, understand. Being who we are and very clearly perceiving, seeing that, owning it of all times in life, being who we are is one and the same. Tatra yada bhuta prathak bhavam ekastham anupashyati. Each verse is a nugget, as I told you yesterday. The sense of oneness, not a philosophy to be repeated, an idea to be pouted, just repeated again and again meaninglessly, an ideal to surprise others. No. It's a reality you live every moment of your life without any sense of superiority or inferiority. If we say samam, hi Brahma, Brahma samam, that which is one and the same, in and through all the beings. You want to call it Brahman? Fine. Call it samam? Fine. Ekastham, all in one place? Okay. Any words, the words are a description. Words are not the truth. Will you eat mango? The word or the meaning of the word mango? When I say this, please watch the sunrise, you don't watch the words rising from my mouth. Every time we are interested in the meaning of the word, but so surprisingly, when it comes to I, we are lost in the word. You are really interested in being yourself, there is no compromise. Listen, absolutely no compromise. If somebody makes it very nicely, I was just reading a book, one nice idea. A person goes to shopping. In the shopping center, there is a truth shop. Just a story. Just like you have vegetable shop, clothings, milk, jewelry, you have a truth shop. The person looks at it, surprised. What is the truth shop? Let me see what is the things available there. So he goes there. In a counter there is one person standing. He asked him, what do you sell? He said, we have partial truth, whole truth. Which one you like? He said, of course I like the whole truth. Partial truth, the shop, that particular section of the shop is full of things, merchandise. Partial truths. Oh, you want whole truth and nothing but the truth? Yes, go to the other corner, very special corner. And the person goes there. And he says, this is the one displayed. Just a story. Then he says, what is the price? He says, price is very heavy. You have to give your entire security. Can you exchange your entire security of life? The false ideas you hold on to, the false conclusions, the false ideas of every kind, every notion about yourself, every notion about happiness, every notion about all your identity. Everything must be left behind if you want the whole truth. How many people are prepared for that? Ask yourself a question. After listening so much, still you will be holding on to your little pet conclusion. I know everything is fine, but twisting the toe is very important. You know. Scriptures are good, but personal needs, you see, personal needs. You can compromise, understand. I, the ego, ahankar, so smart, so insecure, and therefore smart, understand. That's not smartness, that's total stupidity. But it will like to survive. If you want truth and nothing but the truth and the whole truth, disappear. Even the I itself cannot be allowed to be maintained. Only if you choose to use the word, the I is to be used. After all, how can the infinity be afraid of a finite? There is no frightening thought or disposition. So I thought is not that powerful for you to be afraid of, for you to use it. Can you drop your pet ideas and conclusions? And you shall know your ideas are very fragile, very pet conclusions when you feel affected when the idea is challenged. Why do you feel upset in life? You have created a little arrangement. Somebody disturbs it. Time disturbs it. Nobody snatches your wife, your husband, your child, your friends, your youth. Who can snatch your youth? Think. Who can snatch your youth? Somebody can snatch your watches. Somebody can snatch your money. Somebody can grab your property. Who can snatch your youth? Think. Time snatches it. and you are angry with the time. Name it God if you like. Name it unknown if you like. You are an angry person. Why? Anything you want to hold on to is snatched from you. And everything that you are feeling, that you are denied, your convictions shattered, your ideas thrown to dust, insignificant. And if you feel challenged, compromised, you better look at yourself. Even unconsciously, you cannot hold on to a single thought about yourself. Please know, until even one single idea is there, that shall be the gateway through which arrogance, pride, insecurity, everything shall get in. That is why most of the time religions destroy people. Instead of giving you the freedom, they bind you to a concept that this is the God, this is the thought, this is the life, this is the practice. Oh God, as they say, give me a break. The teacher who is supposed to share the freedom, if he binds you, what is your hope? To escape the robbers and the thieves and the scoundrels in the street, you walk into the police station for security, and there is a policeman who is a greater bandit, a greater scoundrel. Where is your hope? Trying to escape all the limitations of life. You go into religion, go into a guru, and that person or that religion becomes your bondage. You create a new dependence. That is not truth. You have to be yourself. You have to be free from every other thought, idea, concept, everything. Unconsciously also, you can't hold on to one thought. And that is what Bhagavan says. Samam hi pasyanni sarvatra samavastita ishwaram, or adabha bhuta prathak bhavam ekastham anupasyati. Seeing the sameness everywhere, or bhuta prathak bhavam ekastham anupasyati. Seeing the apparently divided universe in one undivided whole. The macrocosm, don't lose yourself in that vague word, macrocosmic existence, call it Ishvara, whatever you like, totality, sarvam. You are part of the totality. Understand? When you see Vistaram lavate Brahma sampadhyate tata, you become one with the Brahman, all-pervasiveness. So, as you sit down, long before, please appreciate. Teaching is something which teaches you, helps you to appreciate yourself as you are, and long before somebody else challenges my belief, I challenge it. You understand? Long before somebody points out my weakness, I see my weakness. You know what a fantastic person you shall be? If somebody points out your weakness, you start becoming defensive. Hey, you are smoking, you are drinking, you are all the time sleeping. How does it matter? You become defensive. I think you are depending on too many things. Who are you to tell me like that? That's true. You become defensive. When you see your weakness, you smile when somebody points out, why? I know. Thank you. If you are poor and you know you are poor, when somebody says, you are a poor man, yeah, of course, I know I'm poor. You don't take it as an insult, an assault on your prestige, personality, an assault on your privacy. You know it. He just confirms it. Long before somebody challenges your limitation, you are already aware of it. What a life it makes. Like, long before time snatches your body, long before time snatches your youth, you know youth shall pass, body shall die. So the body is dying, knew that. Why? Long before it dying, I have already made use of it so well, now it can go. How long can you keep a machine? Huh? Think of it. How long can you keep a machine? Old age means living in borrowed time. As long as you are young, it makes no difference to you. Death doesn't anywhere appear in the horizon. That is why you see the youthful arrogance, or the person always dreams of immortality. Death cannot touch him. But soon, you learn things in a harsh way. Everything disappears. Your childhood friends gone, your parents die, your people around disappearing, everybody disappearing. And you thought your own physical body will give you company, slowly deserting you, because that is what the body is. Understand? So you are not surprised. Because long before death snatches it, you have already given it up. You know it doesn't work. Body will not be there for all times. Long before a situation ends, a relationship ends, anything happens, you know it will end. If it has not ended, thank God. If it is ending, expected. That the person is nice to you is a surprise. If it is nasty, expected. What do? Nobody can catch you surprised. Nobody can catch you by surprise. Nobody can take you by surprise. Nothing can take you by surprise. Why? Expected. That is why Prakriti, Purusha, when it describes, what does it mean? Not the description of God sitting down somewhere with, passing on some invisible, unseen favors and all that stuff. That's not divinity. Where you clearly see the nature of the Purusha, Prakriti. You clearly see the nature of the Kshetra, Kshetrajna. Clearly you see. Do you really see? That is what your challenge. That is why even if you are reacting even for a second, please understand that. Even if you are reacting for a second, for a moment, getting into a mood, you better strip yourself. Your whole thoughts need to be stripped up. If you do not do it, you shall leave it unattended at your peril, at danger to you. Nobody else shall suffer. Understand? As they say, Runa Sesham, Agni Sesham na rakshayet. Never keep a little, a fire, Agni Sesham. The house is on fire. Think, house is on fire. You put the water everywhere. For 2-3 hours you fought with the fire. You completely wiped out the fire. Then little fire is left, the little spark is left out. Then you thought, oh, everything is gone, let it be there. Go back. In half an hour time it will be a conflagration. Runa Sesham. Oh, I have given away 5 million I had borrowed. 4,000,999 I have given out. Only 100 rupees left out. I'll pay it up. Forget it, in 10 years it will be another 1 million. Runa Sesham. When you don't keep a spark, it will be a conflagration. If one weakness you keep it unattended, that shall be your nemesis. That shall be your Waterloo, as they say. That shall be your destruction, your death. One. You don't need 1,000 emotions to destroy you. One emotion. You don't need 1,000 holes in a pot for the water to go down. One hole. Enough. But there is such a blessing. If you are conscious, your weakness becomes strength. Can you beat it? That is why don't be too rigid as a religious person. No weakness. Who said that? You must have some weakness. You can't escape it. Indriyani indriyartheshu ragadveshu vyavastito. Tayorna vasam agachet. Those are, what shall I say? These verses, it is like should be written down like a graffiti and all over the world. Indriyani indriyartheshu ragadveshu vyavastito. For the sense organ toward the sense object, you cannot escape like and dislike. A loud noise will not be comfortable for your ear. A whisper is nice. Scorching sunshine, freezing cold is definitely not comfortable for the skin. Tender spring breeze. So nice. You enjoy it. Not that you cannot say, no, it both makes no difference. Don't be mad. I appreciate cold as cold, heat as heat, spring as the spring. Ignorance is only spring should be there, cold should not be there. What is this should not be there? These are known as expectations. What is should not be there? It is there. That is the fight between the expectation and the reality. Should not be there is your expectation. Is there is the reality. Why are you a dreamer? What are you dreaming about? It should not be like this. It should not be like the person should not behave like that. He should not talk like... Are you nuts? There should not be a traffic jam. Sitting in the traffic jam. Think of it. Sitting in the traffic jam, you are telling there should not be a traffic jam? Are you nuts? Living with an aging body, dying body, we say there should not be aging, there should not be dying. Are you nuts? Enjoy aging. Enjoy dying. Why? Very rare. Ageless, deathless is very common. Absolute self, yourself, is so common. Because who you are, ageless, deathless, Shivoham is continuous. No time touches it, no space affects it, nothing changes it. Abhivaktam cha bhuteshu vivaktam iva cha sthitam. What a language. Undifferentiated, undivided, in and through apparently divided, differentiated universe. Ekastham anupashyati. So, you enjoy the divisions, always aware of the indivisible oneness. You enjoy the differences, always aware of undifferentiated consciousness. Therefore, divisions, differences, and therefore limitations are not a curse. It's a glory you enjoy, glory. I'm eternally satisfied, yet playing the game of hunger and absence of it. I'm happy with myself. Imagine without hunger what a world it will be. Your desire, what the world it will be. Don't look down upon desires. That you have the capacity to think, build your dreams. It's such a great joy. Build whatever you like, but don't forget the space. Build any thought you like, but don't forget the awareness, the foundation on which you are building up. But have you seen it? How many of you remember the foundation when you look at a house? Come on. Do you ever remember the foundation? When you see the house? What is visible? Oh, beautiful house. Foundation. 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet it has gone down. Have you seen? Do you remember? No. Relationship built terms you remember. The foundation, the first day. Do you remember? The foundation on which your relationship started. The first day before I saw that man or woman. The first day before I saw the thing, the car or the house. Before that, what happened? That is your foundation. You were there, person was never existing for you. The land was there, house was not. The space was there, the form was not. You were there, others did not exist for you. Now suddenly, the house becomes beautiful, foundation is lost sight of. The thoughts become more powerful, you lose sight of yourself. What is Vedanta? What is Upanishads? Takes you back to the foundation. Be there. What you built up shall collapse. Are you getting that point, please? What you built up, even if you don't want, it shall collapse. You may not like it, but it will crumble. Why? It was not there. Therefore, it will not be there. Understand? If you build it up on a strong foundation, listen, you go on thinking. If you build it up on a strong foundation, being yourself who you are, then pick up a role and build it on a strong foundation of self-awareness. If they exist, fine. They collapse, fine. Why? You are settled within yourself. Because it's untouched. Read that. Next verse is simply fantastic. How is this one? Just read it again. Anaditvat nirgunatvat Paramatmayam abhyayah Sarirasthopi kaunteya Nakaroti na lipyate Anaditvat nirgunatvat Paramatmayam abhyayah Sarirasthopi kaunteya Nakaroti na lipyate. What shall I say again? Push it in your body. Hey, remember this. See it inside. What a verse. Foundation. Is reality here, Arjuna? Anaditvat, beginningless. Nirgunatvat, there is no guna, free from every quality, every limitation. Ayam Paramatma Abhyaya. See that? 13th chapter now. As I told you, it's more for revelry. There's nothing to reveal. All these things you know. So it's Ayam Atma. This self, By the time it should be that clear as that for you. I am Paramatma Abhaya. I am this self. When he said this self means he expects you to, by now, recognize clearly. Karatala Amalakavad, traditional example. As in your hand, when you put a gooseberry, meaning any fruit, in your hand something is there. Can you lose sight of this flower in your hand? This flower is there in your hand. Can you lose sight of it? As even something in your hand is so conspicuous, so clear. That clear should be yourself, who you are. I am Paramatma. Call it the self. Atma, here, Paramatma, everywhere. Abhaya, imperishable. Nabhyeti, imperishable. Beginningless, free from every type of descriptions, qualities, imperishable. And here Arjuna, sarirasthopi, sarire tishtati, sarirasthopi, even though it is existing in the body, na karoti na lipyate, neither it does anything, nor it gets involved with anything. Body does. Body is alive. Body born, body growing, body changing, body metamorphosing, body decaying, body dying. Sarirastha, which is in the body, yourself the awareness, is not born with the body, growing with the body, changing with the body, or dead with the body. Na karoti, na lipyate. This is becomes your foundation. Can you go back to the root of yourself? The invisible root of consciousness. What is your root? Everybody looking for the rooting for the root. Go to your root. Your sense of I. Listen. Who gave you that sense of being? Nobody gives you. Understand? Language, somebody taught you. Please, so beautiful. I don't know what. Language, somebody taught you. Words, somebody taught you. Concept, somebody taught you. Everything we learn from our father, mother, society, so many different types of customs, traditions we are picking up. But nobody gives me myself. Language somebody taught you. Thought somebody gave you. Consciousness, yourself. Are you getting that? Please. That is why the teaching tradition, I mean, as much you talk about the greatness of it, you cannot, it's inexhaustible. Your gratitude shall be enormous. Do you know why? Because when you look in the world, so many religions, so many cults, so many ideas, so many books, so many sources of education, everybody is busy giving an identity or a special identity. Exclusive identity. If you're a religious person, you are picking up exclusive identity. Oh, in our meditation, we look at the top of the nose. In our meditation, we look at somewhere, we will not tell you unless you enroll yourself. In our things, we shall not secret, these are all ordinary things. That's an advanced course also, So advanced truth, huh? What is this? But people make it up. They totally cover it so well. Package it so well, write it up so well, you think you are missing out something great in life. Why? You have to be an exclusive member. Just like you need exclusive membership of a millionaire club, exclusive membership of a particular hotel, particular chain of restaurant, exclusive membership. So, truth is an exclusive realm. If it is exclusive, it is not truth. Don't worry. Truth means commonplace, all-pervasive, ordinary. That is why the person who is extraordinary is absolutely ordinary. Ordinary people attempt to be extraordinary. When you don't have a sense of fulfillment, sense of completeness, that is the time you try to be projecting yourself something special by dress, by language, by possessions. That is your facade. With special, exclusive facade, you want to establish your exclusiveness. And therefore you shall suffer so much. Why? Because every other facade you have to compare yourself with. You shall be comfortable with lesser significant facades, but with more significant facades you are totally harassed. That is where comes your complexes, superiority complex in the presence of lesser human beings, inferiority complex in the presence of greater human beings. So you are a complex-ridden individual. Religion does not release you from that. Why? That gives you a special identity, exclusive religion, exclusive faith, and exclusive identity with a billion-member club. Because exclusive, well, I am this religion. How many people are following it? 1 billion people. So I am the billion-member club. And what is your greatness? I am the member of a billion-member club. That is your exclusive. That is your identity. Are you getting that? It's like telling, I am the citizen of a rich country. Are you rich? I'm the citizen of a rich country. Are you rich? It's like people telling, oh, this is a great tradition. How much of it you share? Nothing. So don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. Please. Sarirasthopi na karoti na lipyade. This is the beauty you pick up in this knowledge. Even though with the physical body, it doesn't get affected by anything. Na karoti na lipyade. You are so comfortable with all thoughts, all ideas, all descriptions of all kinds. Tolerance, natural manifestation. Acceptance, natural manifestation. There is no resistance to anything or anybody. That is why you enjoy every company. But you are sitting down, it's like have you not seen that people, the stiff upper nose, as they say, the exclusive society, people then, one who has an idea, who carries his wealth on his shoulder. That variety, have you seen that? One who thinks he is intelligent. So, dumb, stupid. You can't move around such people. Exclusively rich. The poor neighborhood. Cannot. These fellows, they are meditators, waste. These are all bhajan singers, waste. These are all nose holders, waste. What do you do? These people are just believers. So who are you? Oh, I don't believe in anything. I see. Do you believe in yourself? Yes. And what is that self? My intellect. You are nuts. Your intellect. That is why you are afraid of exposing yourself to greater intellect. If you are so comfortable with yourself, the individuality, you shall be totally uncomfortable when your individuality is challenged. That is why the person arrogantly keeps himself away from everybody. Every day we come across these people. One day there was a talk. One person comes and says, oh, Swamiji, I don't believe in these things. I said, very good. He thought I'll persuade him. I don't believe in all these things. I said, very good. Why should you believe? Don't believe. Very good. Now what does he do? Why should I be interested in your belief or disbelief? If you don't believe, you don't believe. Why do you think you are so smart? I also don't believe. You understand what is belief? Believing means what? There is a difference between belief and knowledge. Belief is what? May or may not be. Do you think, do you believe there is Arunachala mountain, or you know there is Arunachala mountain? You know it. It's not a belief. No. What is belief? Maybe, may not be. Why there is a belief in God? Because somebody, for me it may be, for some people it may not be. So there is a belief. But do you believe that you have a father? Or you know it? I believe, what? Do you believe? Yeah. It's a different. Who is your father? In that you can have a belief. Like that man said, do you remember that? The son goes and asks the father, what is the difference between confident and confidential? He says, son, I am confident that you are my son. But I am your father I am confident. But I am the father of your friend is confidential. Getting that point. Anyway, so you can have a belief that way. Do you believe? May or may not. In knowledge, is there a belief? What is the question? I don't believe. I'm not talking about belief and disbelief. I'm talking about knowledge, facts about yourself, who you are. Prove yourself. Come on. Prove yourself. All that you take yourself to be or not to be. That is why you get through the Hamletian conflict. To be or not to be. In Upanishads, when you recognize yourself, you have a freedom to be and not to be. Not to be or not to be. To be or not to be is a human conflict. Shall I not? Shall I not? Understanding yourself, to be and not to be. I am this, yes, I am not that. I am the body, yes, but you are not the body. Yeah, I am not the body. You are the thought, yes, but you are not the thought. Yeah, I am not the thought. There is a God, yes. There is no God, yeah, no God. Everything is fantastic. Absolute freedom. Nobody touches you. Foundation. Go into that. Nirgunatvat. Anyway, please. Sarirasthopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. Even though it is existing in the body, na karoti na lipyate. What a relief. Habba. With the body, with the mind, in the creation, you are there. Yet you are not there. Nalini, dalagata, jalavat, like the water on the lotus leaf. There, like a sparkling diamond, yet untouched by the leaf. The leaf, there is water there. What can fall off? Untouched by the leaf, same thing. This physical body is like a water drop, a sparkling diamond on the vast leaf of consciousness. Fragile, playing for some time. The foundation never disappears. Whatever is built on the foundation disappears. Your thoughts can go, relations can go, emotions can go, ideas can go, everything can go. That is why if somebody offers you the security of a thought, the security of a practice, the security of a belief, are they giving you security or insecurity? Are you getting that point, please? When somebody offers you the security of a faith, security of an idea, security of an identity, security of any religion or any such stuff, are they really providing you security or insecurity? Understand? The more you get used to security, the more you shall be insecure. take in a gross way. People are poor. They were more secured. Why? Insecurity as a part of life. When you start earning your first 100,000, you thought you had security. Now you are more insecure. 1 million, greater insecurity. 1 billion, impossible. You can't touch the fellow. Totally insecure. That is why a poor man can sacrifice easily. Rich man, very difficult. But the rich person has tasted the security. The rich man will never part with anything. For him, it's a marriage until death do ye part. My bank balance and me, until death do ye part. Once you die, some fool will take it away. But before death, don't touch it. I shall live on others' money. My money? My money should be kept. What about others? And we talk about charitable disposition also. You understand? Deceptive lifestyle. Is more secure you are, more insecure you are. That is why in our world today, in the world of prosperity, why the mankind groans. The rich and the educated groaning under the pressure of it. Not that the poor man is laughing away. Don't romanticize poverty either. The poor man is suffering, but the rich also is suffering more because greater insecurity. You will see that when you go to Ishavasya Upanishad. Andham tama pravishanti ye avidyayam rataha. Those who are in the womb of ignorance, they enter into darkness. Andham tama pravishanti. Enter into blinding darkness. Tato bhuya evate tamaha yo vidyayam rataha. Those who are engaging themselves in the knowledge, they enter into greater darkness. Can you believe it? One who is in poverty is in the blinding darkness. One who is going for riches, one who has all the riches, got into greater darkness. Why? More difficult to get out of the security. No knowledge, you are insecure. But a little more knowledge, more insecure. Who you are is not dependent on little or more, complete free. As I told you in the beginning of the class, you can't depend on one idea, even one you cannot depend upon. To be independent, to be free, you cannot hold on to even one thing. That is why you have to be inseparable from God. You have to be inseparable from infinity. You can't even hold on to God. Why? Independence. It has to be one. The dependence means second thing exists. Second thing exists means fear exists. Dvayad vai bhayam bhavati. Second thing means fear. I am afraid. Next question, of what? See that? I am afraid. Of what? Second thing should be there. I am afraid of what? Myself? Are you nuts? Ishvara alone is existing. So see it for yourself. Na karoti na lipyate. Sarirasthopi kaunteya. Even though in this body, Arjuna, it doesn't affect it. How it is? He gives you two examples. With that, this chapter comes to an end. Read that lovely example. You know, even the highest of the scriptures deals with the simplest of the examples for the easy comprehension. Examples are not the truth. Logic doesn't produce the reality. Logic facilitates the understanding. Examples, no example can ever match with the absolute truth. But it's an attempt to give you a hold on to the thing. Use it, drop it. And these two examples he gives, read it. How the self, the awareness, or call it God, all-pervasive. Call it Kshetragya, call it Ishvara, call it Paramatma, call it Brahman, Anadi, Nirguna, beginningless, no quality whatsoever, no attribute whatsoever. I am Paramatma, Abhaya, imperishable. It doesn't get affected by anything. How? Read the two verses. Yatha sarvagatam saukshmyat akasam nopalipyate sarvatravasthito dehe tathatmanopalipyate yatha prakashayatyekah Krishnam lokam imam ravihi kshetram kshetri tatha Krishnam prakashayati bharata yatha sarvagatam saukshmyat akasham nopalipyate sarvatravasthito dehe tathatmanopalipyate yatha prakashayatyekah Krishnam lokam imam ravihi kshetram kshetri tatha Krishnam prakashayati bharata. This is how the truth remains unaffected by anything. How? Gives two examples. Yatha sarvagatam akasam saukshmyat na upalipyate. Yatha akasam sarvagatam. Akasa, the space, is all pervasive. And is also saukshmyat, it is sukshma, subtler than the subtlest. Why refer to Tattvada classes? Akasa is the subtlest of the element. Why is it so? Why this Akasa subtlest element? Because Prithvi, the earth, is the grossest of the element. The Prithvi is the grossest of the element. When a Prithvi is the grossest, the earth is the grossest element because all the five things. No. You can, the Prithvi, the earth, you can touch, hear it falling, touch it, see it, taste it, and smell it. Akasa. All the five things possible. When you go to water, it can be heard, it can be touched, it can be seen, it can be tasted, but the pure water is odorless. Only when water comes with the contact with the earth, the smell comes. The smell is the peculiar quality of the earth. Gandhavati Vasundhara. The whole earth is Gandhavati. All the fragrance comes from the earth. So when you go to water, no gandha, no odor. Pure water, odorless. Then you go to fire, you can hear it crackling, you can of course touch it, of course you can see it, but fire has no taste, no smell. Try to taste fire, you will never taste again. Hot coffee, hot soup, that's what it is. No taste, no smell also. Nose, put no nose, your nose will be burnt. Fire has no smell. See the peculiarity. How did they find out? This is why Ishvara. So water, the fire has sabda sparsha rupa. It can be heard, it can be touched, it can see. Go to air, sabda sparsha, you can hear it. Have you heard the cyclone passing? Abba. And also touch it, you can feel it. Can't see it. No rupa, no rasa, no gandha. You can't see it. There is no taste of the air. There is no smell of the air. Colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. And that is the first thing you learn in the science class, no? Colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. So everybody remember this. What is this gas? Colorless, odorless, tasteless, 2 number. 2 mark. everywhere, remember that? Like the, write down about Ashoka, emperor. Oh, he established, what is that? Dharamsala, Caravanserai, opened up the roads, he established this, he established that, all these things, or everything is talked about. Are you getting that? Ashoka did it. Every king, he dug, he built roads, he dug up the well, he put up the travelers' bungalows. So 5 mark, right? So gas, colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. Air, as you know, but sparsha, you can touch it. The akasa, you cannot smell it, no smell, no taste, no sight, no touch, no sound. What exactly akasa is? An emptiness you see, but what it is? Nothing. Subtlest of the elements. That is why it has gone into everything. And you shall see the beauty of it is, subtler it is, more pervasive it is. Sukshmatvam, understand, subtlety is also measured in terms of pervasiveness. Earth is grossest, less pervasive. Water is more pervasive. Water can be in the atmosphere also. The earth cannot be in atmosphere. Fire, heat is much more pervasive. Air, everywhere. Think. Akasa, most pervasive. Yasmat, akasa, saukshmat, because the subtlest and therefore most pervasive, naupalipyate, but doesn't get affected by any of the elements. The earth cannot bury the space, water cannot drown the space, fire cannot burn the space, air cannot blow the space. Achedyoyam, adayoyam, akledya, asosyevacha. You remember that verse? 2nd chapter. Hey Arjuna, this is Nainam chindanti shastrani, Nainam dahati pavaka, Nachainam kledanti apahana shoshayati maruta. Achedyoyam, adayoyam, akledya, asosyevacha. Nitya sarvagata sthanu achadoyam sanatana. That time it revealed the truth, the absolute. And same thing also, akasa, you can see. Achedyoyam, no weapon can cut the space. Akledyoyam, no water can drown the space. Adayoyam, no fire can burn the space. Asosyevacha, no fire, no, what is that one? Air can ever blow it. The air blows in space, fire burns in space, water flows in space, earth exists in space. But space is unaffected. What to talk of yourself, subtler than the subtlest consciousness? How can the water drown it, air blow it, fire burn it, earth bury it, time touch it? That's why Nitya Sarvagata Sthana. So, as mean, Akash is the subtlest of the element, doesn't get affected by all that is existing in it. Tatha sarvatra avasthito dehe, tatha atma, then the self, the I. Conscious. Don't say Atma is all, never, always remember. When I say the word Atma, I, the consciousness, myself, Tatha Atma, the self, is sarvatra avasthito dehe. Dehe sarvatra avasthita. In all the bodies it is existing. Naupalipyade, never gets affected by it. Atma is not an entity. Mr. Atma sitting somewhere. There is no Mr. Space. All pervasiveness, Akasa. That is why the name also is so cute. Akasa means what? Asamandat kashyade, which is shining its own glory. Or Avakasha datrutvat Akasa, two meaning. Avakasa datrutvat, which provides shelter to everybody. Avakasa datru, which gives avakas, shelter to everybody. Shelters everything. Nothing touches it. Brahman, yourself. avakasadat, it shelters everything. Tasmat Brahman, Bruhatatvad Brahman. All that you have seen it, understand. Akasa naupalipyate. In the same way, yourself, the I, in and through everything. So it is body is in it, all the thoughts are in it, perceptions are in it, all your belief, disbelief, information, everything is inside it. Perceptions, sensations, everything inside. No palipyate, doesn't affect it. Another. So if one example is not good enough, the second one you take. Why? Attempt of the teacher and the teaching is go on throwing the ideas. One hits, no? So sweet. You don't have to understand everything. One idea, does it hit you? Yes. They simultaneously, everything will explode. Don't worry. Always all the words mean the same thing. Oh, I understand Ajaha, unborn, but I don't understand eternal. Don't be stupid. Adella unnuda. Everything is one and the same. All the 1,000 names, but all the 1,000 names, same thing. Then why 1,000 names? Water, say, you know, what is that? Anything you drink water. Why do you drink juice? Anything you eat, it is carbohydrate. Why do you eat 1,000 dishes of carbohydrate? So if you can be so imaginative, you think God is stupid? Variety is the name of the game. Same stuff, but million ways. Oof, what a thing, what a thing. You understand the creativity. Just like when you look at a house, how can you, hey, who built it? Who designed it? Like that, the whole creation is a continuous surprise. Oof, so many possibilities. It totally demolishes your ego. If you appreciate somebody's greatness, forget God's greatness, the greatness of the totality, even an individual's greatness. My God, he could build such a beautiful house, such a lovely painting. You, son, you designed that? Why people, why your head bows down to the genius, the talent? You did it. This food, you cooked. Huh? In appreciation, there is no jealousy. Even if suppose you see somebody stunningly beautiful woman, a stunningly handsome man, a wonderful person who has maintained his physique, a stunningly beautiful, attractive house, garden, how do you like? Should you be jealous? Or should you say, whoa, yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam, srimad urjitameva. As you saw in 10th chapter. Hey Arjuna, wherever you see any special manifestation, it is my glory. That is why in appreciation of talent, in appreciation of beauty, in appreciation of any type of genius, there is no jealousy. Who shall not be jealous? One who is secured in himself. Insecure people will be jealous. Why? I am losing the contest. Insecure people will be jealous because they are losing the race. One who is losing the race will not feel comfortable. But you never lose the race because I am the winner. Why? Because I am the absolute happiness. It's not a positive thinking. Huh? Again, don't delude yourself. It's a discovery of a fact. And who is that? Everybody. Samam hi sarvatra pasyan. Everybody. So your sense of superiority, inferiority, none of these things exist. How comfortable you are, appreciating everything as it is. Beautiful sunshine, lovely tree, beautiful flower, nice scorpion, lovely snake, huge whale, lovely, but I from a distance only. Why? I don't go near that, but I enjoy the beauty of the whale. Oh, look at this massive cyclone coming. Whoo. Okay, let's stand from a distance and enjoy it. Understand? Same. You appreciate everything. Yatha prakasayati eka. Krishnam lokam imam ravihi. Kshetra kshetri tatha Krishnam prakasayati bharata. Examples given just to facilitate. One should strike. Ravihi ekaha Krishnam lokam prakasayati. The sun. One sun in the solar system. Entire solar system is lit up. Ekaha Atma. Kshetram, Kshetri. Kshetri tatha Krishnam Kshetram prakasayati. So Kshetri is Ravi, Kshetragya, awareness. Illumines the Kshetra, the entire universe of field, the field of perception. Bhumirapo nalo vayu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara ityamme bhinna prakriti rashtada. Are you getting that? 8. All the 5 elements, mano, buddhi, ahankara, the entire macrocosmic universe, lit up by the consciousness, the kshetri, kshetragya, kshetram janati, in whose presence you are conscious of it. So in yourself, kshetra is there, kshetragya is there. Are you getting that? In you there is kshetra, in you there is kshetragya. Not knowing, I was taking myself to be kshetra. Now I know I am the kshetragya. Illumines everything. And the sun illumines the Ganges, does not become purer. Illumines the gutter, does not become impure. Illumines the life, illumines the death. Illumines everything. Sun is unaffected. Kshetri, consciousness, illumines everything, remains unaffected by anything and everything. Prakasayati Bharata. Hey Arjuna, this is how it is. Therefore, be the son of the Kshetragya and illumine the Kshetra and live the life. Last conclusion, finish it up. Kshetra Kshetragyayorevam antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye viduryanti te param kshetra kshetragyayorevam antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye viduryanti te param. So now the whole chapter comes to an end. Kshetra Kshetragya. What a marvelous chapter, huh? Kshetra Kshetragya. Purusha Prakriti. Both you saw that. Kshetra Kshetragyayorevaha antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye vidu te param yanti. Ye vidu, those who know. What? Jnana chakshusha, with the eye of the wisdom. Meaning, appreciating themselves, who they are. And how do they appreciate? Kshetra kshetragyayoho antaram. Knowing the difference between kshetra and kshetragya. Idam sariram kshetramiti avidiyate. Etadyo vettitam prahu kshetragyamiti tadvida. This body or anything that is subject to objectification is kshetra. The creation, the body, your senses, your thought, all kshetra. Etadyo vettitam prahu. Which one, whatever knows it? Self, consciousness, kshetragya. Kshetragya apimam vidhi sarva kshetra subharas. Here Arjuna, know me, the kshetragya in all the fields. Ishvara, consciousness everywhere. And all the fields put together is his body. So Ishvara means sarvata pani padam tat sarvatokshi shiromukam. Sarvata shruti malloke sarvam avritya tishtati. All bodies are his bodies, all legs are his legs, all thoughts are his thoughts. Ishvara alone is existing, of which our individual body an inseparable part. You saw this macrocosmic universe, ekastham anupashyati. Bhuta prathak bhavam ekastham anupashyati. You see everything in one. One who knows it, sees everything is one, yet there is a kshetra and a kshetragya. Bhuta prakriti moksham cha, and knows bhuta, what are the elements, elementals, prakriti, that gunas of the body, mind, thoughts, all these things, and moksham cha. And what is liberation? What is liberation? Being yourself. Being one with the creation is free. Why? Can you die outside the creation? Inside the creation, no death. Can you die outside Ishvara? Nor can you die in God. like a wave, cannot die outside the ocean. In the ocean, can the wave die? Huh? Are you getting that point, please? In the ocean, the wave cannot die. Nor can the wave die outside the ocean. There is nothing outside the ocean for the wave. So what is the death? Moksham. That is why live, enjoy living. You don't understand the importance of that. Living is a celebration. Because little chance, 50, 60, 70 years. Understand the timeless, enjoy time. You are a noble individual. Existentialist enjoyment is perversion. Hedonist enjoyment is perversion. Only one life, therefore enjoy. Huh? And what is the, how do you enjoy? Runam krutva krutam pivet. You know what is hedonist? Yavat jivet sukham jivet. As long as you live, live happily. Hey, how? Runam krutva krutam pivet. Borrow money, drink ghee. Meaning enjoy. Why? Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kuta. Have you seen anybody returning from cremation ground? No. Therefore enjoy. Suppose everybody does that, what will happen? That is where people go crazy. That is a hedonist way of living. Here also this scriptures also, when you understand yourself, bhuta prakriti moksham cha. When you recognize whole living is a celebration. But in this celebration, there is total alertness, awareness. There is no fear of death, no fear of loss. In the hedonist pleasure of life, understand, in the hedonist indulgence, there is a Damocles sword hanging. Every moment there is a fear of loss. Youth is gone, you are out of the club. Your time is up, you are an alcoholic. You can't go to pub anymore. Your time is up, you cannot go to the sports club anymore. Your time is up, no swimming allowed. Your time is up, no walking is allowed. Your time is up, no youth. You are not in the youth club anymore. You are not adult. The time is up, old man, adult. In that club also you are not allowed. Then what do? Reminiscence. Bruddhastava chintamagna. Old man is only thinking of how wonderful it was. So everybody has to listen to that sad story. When I was young, you are young. Why are you wasting my youth now, listening to your youth? Huh? No young man has time. When I was young, yes. What can I do? Now I am young, let me be. When you were young, did you listen to anybody? No. So leave me alone. I am young, let me have my time. So that is how the father is not respected by son. The mother is not respected by child. Elder is not respected by younger. Why? An old, imperious fool wasted his life. Now wants to talk his philosophy. Which young man has the time? He shall tell how he indulged. He never shall say what he learnt, because he never learnt. So leave me my time, let me indulge. Parents have no choice to say. What else to say? Dies alone with a smug satisfaction. I made my millions in life. Oh, there are also billionaires. Did you ever know? Don't tell him that. You will die frustrated, more frustrated. That your friend, you are proud that you made $1 million, but your friend made $1 billion. Don't talk about that friend. That's a taboo subject. Talk about the friends who have never achieved anything. Yes. Then with a smug satisfaction, you sit down with a sense of superiority. You are so nuts. Understand? Whereas the absolute happiness, when you are happy with yourself, there is no fear of dropping out of any club. Why? I am happy. Whether it is young or old, rich or poor, sick or healthy, everybody shall seek out my company. Why? I am happiness. Who is the one who doesn't want happiness? Please raise your hand. A happy man desired by everybody. Why? Is happiness. In him you see your reflection. Why Krishna was loved by everybody? Why a wise man is appreciated by everybody? Because everybody sees himself there. Is the only one happy? No, everybody is same happiness. Then grasp it. And you enjoy living. Then there is no fear of loss. Youth going, good. Why? Used it. Are you getting that point, please? Wealth is disappearing. Let it. Why? Nothing more. It goes about a story about Diogenes, a Greek saint. There was another wise man there, I forget that person's name. He lives in luxury. His kings were his patrons. Then he said, make your king a disciple. Listen to the king. You shall live in luxury. Why are you eating dal and roti? Then this teacher says, live in dal and roti. You don't have to compromise with kings. Are you getting that? If I leave my poverty, whatever comes, I'm happy with it. Your billion, keep with you. Thanks. Don't show me. If person dependent on money feels so powerful, you are dependent on infinity. If you can say dependent, Ishvara alone is existing. Who should feel beggarly? One who appreciates God or one who appreciates riches? Don't ever bend down to riches. Then you are a beggar in the street. You are not a wise man. Don't worry. Happiness with yourself. There is no arrogance for that. Oh, I depend on God. I don't depend on you. No. I depend on you also. Why? You are in the God. God also is in you. The riches also, there is God. What's wrong with that? So you don't differentiate. You are comfortable with poverty, comfortable with riches, comfortable with youth, comfortable with young, man of all seasons. Everywhere, at all places, all conditions, you are comfortable. Such a person. Ye vidu, te param yanti. They go to supreme, meaning become one with the kshetra, kshetragya, totality, all-pervasiveness, oneness, call it whatever you like. No more you stand separate and isolated. When you stand separated, there is fear. When you are included, you are lost. Close your eyes. When you feel separated, you feel isolated. Loneliness sets in. Fear, anxiety haunts you. One in the embrace of totality. There is no fear of death, no fear of loss or isolation. A continuous celebration, meditation. Ishvara alone is. Nantam na madhyam na punastavadim. No beginning, no middle, no end. All pervasive reality. See that for yourself. Om iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Krishna Arjuna Sambhade Kshetra Kshetragya Yogo Nama Trayodasodhyaya. Oh, 13th chapter comes to an end. 13 is a bad word, no? Mahadeva, you understand? We'll see the 14th in the afternoon. Thank you.